Good morning. Good morning. It is a Monday morning. I've actually just cleared out all of the emails that are like very easy responses or like can just be deleted, and I've got 78. We travelled back from Manchester yesterday. I didn't really vlog a lot because we actually went to see my sister on the way home. I obviously recently shared what's happening in my sister's life at the moment, and so we stopped by to see my sister. She, bless her heart, she's thinking about getting a cat. Basically can't decide whether she should or not, and definitely want someone to like jump in and make a decision for her. But me and James have been quite resolute in the like, it has to be you that decides this. No one else can decide this for you, and if you are unsure, don't get a cat, because it's a living thing. Like, as people who have had pets previously, if you're not sure, that's a no for right now. So she was a bit upset, and just generally I think getting overwhelmed making decisions without her husband. Like, I would be exactly the same. So she was a bit overwhelmed, and we were like, look, we need to go to M&S to get some bits for the Christmas party tomorrow. Should we just come to yours and pick you up and you can come for a pot around M&S? And she said yes, so we did that, which is really sweet. And then we went to B&Q. James wanted something boring, can't remember what it was. Yeah, and then just got home and did loads of life admin, loads of laundry, cooked some dinner, sorted the house out. I've still only done two loads of laundry, and I normally do like 6 on a weekend, and we're still a bit behind. Like, we've got a backlog, so I'm gonna have to try and get some of that done in between work today, because it just stresses me out, especially because I don't want to go into like the Christmas period with things like this. So. But I actually just made my coffee. If you saw how much syrup I put in my coffee, no you didn't. Move along. I have been struggling a lot with anxiety. Like, last night I actually had to open my Whoop to get it to tell me what my heart rate was, like when we were just laying on the sofa watching Lost, because I genuinely thought I was having a heart attack. And I don't want to say I don't know why I'm telling you this, because I do. I think it's really important. But I definitely feel uncomfortable saying it out loud, because I'm somebody who, I used to struggle a lot with anxiety, a lot, when I was in a very different place in my life, and I was in a very different headspace to the headspace that I'm in now, and I feel so in control of my life, and that's probably why I feel anxious. It's like, generally I feel so in control of my life, but there's a few things going on at work at the moment, and obviously with everything that happened in my personal life, that I just really feel like I'm losing a bit of control of my anxiety. I have had some really good news this morning. I woke up to somebody accepting a job, which was someone that we were really keen to put into that position, and she was going to choose between 2 different jobs, and I'm really excited about that, and very, like, I feel really relieved, because I felt like that was the right role for her, but I wanted it to be her choice. But it's just little stuff. Like, I offered someone a job last week that's for a very, very, very important role, and it's a role that we have held off on recruiting. Like, we could have filled that job literally months ago, but we were like, no, it has to be the right person. Like, we recruit slowly, and we waited, and we found this person. It has been 6 days since I offered her the job, and I haven't heard back from her. And you know, when you're like, I started getting really anxious about it, and then I was like, actually, this isn't the vibe. Like, this just isn't what I would expect from somebody when I've offered them a job. Like, this is at the point where you should be over communicating, and it's just, yeah, got me feeling anxious, I think, because it's such an important role and the team really need it, and I felt like all of the timing had come right, that like we'd waited long enough and found this person, and that if they accepted at that point, it would have been right. But anyway, I can't do anything about it, and yeah, I think that specifically is making me anxious, because I don't want the team to get over capacity, and it's something that me and James pride ourselves on as we've scaled. It's like lots of firms that are scaling just get over capacity and dump that on the team, and it's something that me and James like have absolutely always we always pride ourselves on. If anyone has to take that extra workload, it is us. But yeah, I just don't want it to hit the team. But when I tell you I feel it in my chest, I feel it in my chest. But I guess just when you're growing like this, there's just so many different moving parts, and I feel like I'm spinning plates all of the time. And sometimes I feel like I'm spinning them really well, and it almost feels like they get into like a rhythm, and I'm like, yeah. And then other times I'm like, oh my god, the plates don't match. Who's gonna set the table? The dinner is burnt. One's gonna drop, and I don't know which one. And then you also have to go into work and be like, hi guys, recruitment's going fine. Just don't talk to me about it. Or like, it's just so hard to manage so many people's expectations, and so it's just, yeah, it's so hard sometimes. So hard. 78 emails. Let's go. I've just picked the camera up because I'm crying. This job, I swear to God. Life. I just got tagged in a LinkedIn post by one of our managers, and it's made me cry. In a nice way. I just feel like I'm at a point in business where I just feel like I'm failing all the time. Like it's really easy to, I feel like sometimes with my diary and my inbox and just all of the comms and all of the people and all of the messages, I just constantly feel like I'm chasing my tail, and it'll never be done, and it'll never be clear, and it'll never be finished, and I so often just feel like I'm letting everybody down at the same time, and just like never being what I want to be for people, because I'm like a 110% sort of person. Like if I'm doing something, I literally want it to be done so fucking well. The weight of running this business has not got heavier. It's not got heavier. I just feel like I have less layers of skin at the moment because of what's happened in my personal life. And anyway, the LinkedIn post I was tagged in was, I'll put a snippet of it here, but Fiona is one of our managers, and she said, I was once told by an old boss never to work for a small business. Apparently they work you to the bone for less money, more hours, and progression is limited. I was young at the time and nearly let it put me off, but I'm glad it didn't. Since working for small businesses over the last 6 years, I've had more compassion, care, recognition, career progression, pay rises, and work-life balance than I ever did in a big corporate. This weekend I had my little sister's sleepover for a birthday pamper night and mentioned it on a Teams group chat last week. This is what I received a few days later from Rachel Harris, full of thought, care, and appreciation. Such a small token gesture, but a loud, powerful message. Thank you, Rachel Harris, for caring, understanding, respecting, and appreciating us all. Oh god. The applicant that I thought was ghosting me's just replied as well, just saying nice things. Just saying she'll reply to my email today, so, you know, maybe the whole world isn't ending. I feel like this new era of my YouTube channel is gonna take you guys from thinking I have my shit together to realising that I don't. Oh, it's been a long time since I've cried because of work, I swear to God. I've just captured it on camera all in one go. So sweet of Fiona. I feel like sometimes this is so hard. Like, I did a master's in business and I feel unprepared every day to do this job. I've got a meeting. A marketing meeting in 3 minutes, so I'm just going to pretend that I haven't been crying, or have a bit of more cry before my meeting. This is the marketing meeting that me and Tamsin do every Monday. We do it at 8 AM. So Tamsin uses a lot of flexi, so she goes to the gym in the middle of the day, and like, we're very lucky as the marketing girlies that we can be very flexible with our time. Like, we don't have to be, like, we can do tippy-tappy emails early in the morning, so Tamsin likes to start early and go to the gym in the middle of the day. So we have this meeting. She's just joined 3 minutes early. We have this meeting at 8 AM on a Monday, so that we can do a plan of attack for the week. And we both always join in Udi's. So I'm going to go into this meeting, and I will catch up with you in a bit when I am starting my Christmas ham.
No, it's good news. I've got you an assistant manager.
Oh my god!
Like every question she asked Emma was like, I've made a diagram, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, she was good for...
Here's one I made earlier.
Yeah, it was very Blue Peter, but she was really good for... She was good for 2 roles, and so we wanted her to decide, even though we were very secretly... Not that secretly manifesting that she'd go into business services, because she is very cool. So I just need to wait for them to accept, and then there'll be a big recruitment update because we're offering... Alright, that is our morning meeting done. Now time for me to get dressed, get the ham on the go! This Christmas ham, I swear to God, this Christmas ham is the ham that I make for me and James, and I make it on, I think I normally make it on the 23rd, and we just like pick at it. I say pick at it, we demolish it between the 23rd and the 26th, and we love it. And I told the guys at work about it, and they were like, well, now you have to make one. So 2 years ago, I made one for our cozy party, and now they just get requests. And so I was just on a call with the guys. They're in the office today, and they were like, why are you not in? We're in the office. And I was like, guys, I've got to do my ham. I've got to like freshly roast my ham. So let's go and make my this is also cute actually, because I have vlogged making this ham for the last 2 years, and so this is going to be the 3rd ham video. If you're vegetarian, look away now. Okay, I am dressed. I say dressed, I'm wearing baggy clothes because the ham is a big job and I didn't want to wear what I'm going to be wearing later. So I'm just wearing cozy Monday slick back hair clothes. It is a Monday, which means it is new Invisalign tray day, which is always very exciting. I've only got 4 weeks left. 4 weeks. Some weeks feel like a big jump and some don't. That felt like a big jump. So it's Monday morning, I'm doing the ham. I've got laundry on because I didn't have time to do laundry last night. I've just folded up some laundry from yesterday. I've got all of the bits out ready to go to the office later. James is on drinks and I'm on ham, so I'm just trying to coordinate those things at the same time, as well as I need to wrap my presents for my Secret Santa. So I'm gonna get the ham on and then we can wrap some presents. I feel like when you eat ham, you don't think that it's got anything else in it. But when I tell you that I do unspeakable things to this ham, I mean unspeakable. Let's go!
You want to come this time then? Yeah, on his.
And while I'm just keeping an eye on that, I'm going to wrap my Secret Santa present. I'm still waiting for one thing to arrive, but it says it should arrive today. So I have Nivi for Secret Santa, who's our client coordinator, and she is hilarious. Like, you know when you get a Secret Santa person and you're like, yes! Because there's just so many different opportunities. There were so many different things I could have done for her. But I decided to go with a Workcation 2025 survival kit based on all of the batshit crazy things that she did on this holiday. So the first is that me, her and Jack went on our first, sorry, not our first, but Nivi had never done like cross-country running before, and we went all over sand dunes and stuff. And so I actually bought her a map of Mallorca to plan her 2025 escapades. I then bought earplugs because Nivi was so loud, she woke, I mean, not me, because I take my hearing aids out to sleep. She woke James Harris up at 3 o'clock in the morning, wailing. So I bought her earplugs to dish out to everyone that's not her or not staying up with her next year. I then bought her a t-shirt that's Mr. Bump because this year, Tamsin was teaching her how to dive in the pool next to a sign that said no diving, and she learned to dive and she scraped her forehead on the bottom of the pool and had a graze. And then I'm also waiting for a snorkel to turn up for more diving. So I'm just gonna wrap these presents. You gotta do the rogue handwriting on Secret Santa so they can't work out who you are. So I'm just waiting on that one more present to come, and then I'm gonna write like a thing that explains them all so that it's extra funny. Cool, I've got an hour left on the ham, so I think I'm gonna bring my laptop in here and do it because I don't want the ham to explode while I am in the shed. Okay, more laundry is on. I have lit some candles, the tree is on, and I'm gonna send out some job offer letters like I'm Santa Claus. The ham is in the oven. So that was me boiling it in lots of yummy things like leek, carrots, oranges. Yeah, oranges, peppercorns, rosemary, thyme. It's now just covered in loads of black pepper and it's going in for 20 minutes to just fatten up, like to solidify and like crack the fat. And then when it comes out of the oven, it gets a jar of marmalade with lots of rosemary on top, and then it goes in for another hour. I'm very excited. This is making me so hungry. I should not have done this before lunch. Okay, so this is just after 20 minutes. Just lots and lots and lots of cracked pepper on there. I'm about to put this entire jar of marmalade on top with some rosemary. So let's go. Okay, so I am supposed to put the whole jar on, but I think I'm gonna leave some and put some more on in a minute. Some rosemary. Oh my god, the marmalade is dripping everywhere. Now we're going in for an hour. So I'm halfway through getting ready to film a podcast episode, but I just need to check on the ham. I've just done another load of laundry, and there's another load of laundry, woo, in the oven, in the washing machine. So a hack, if anyone is going to try this recipe, you have to loosen the marmalade before you pour it on, and then it is just elite. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Get you back in the oven. I actually don't have a very good track record of picking things up on my YouTube channel. I have actually broken about 3 dishes holding things up to the camera to show you guys, and then spilling them. I'm just doing a final baste. It has been out of the oven for half an hour, by the way. I'm not just an absolute psycho touching these. Oh, it smells so good. I want to eat it. I'm trying to work out how I can hide this from the dog. It's a bit too hot to go in there. I might have to put it in the fridge so the dog doesn't eat it. On today's episode of The Glamorous Life of a Business Owner, I have done more laundry and now I am off out to the shed because me and James are filming the Christmas special of the podcast. So let's go. This is James's little outfit of the day for the Christmas special of the podcast.
The worst jumper I could find.
This is my best jumper I could find. And we've got... Do you think that's too much green for you? Might do. What do you think? Do you think yours is too green?
Maybe we can put them on to start with, isn't it?
I thought you can't even see my eyes.
No.
I should turn that light on first. Christmas episode of the podcast. Go! Okay, podcast episode recorded. That was the Christmas special. That's the last one of the year, which is very exciting. And then I also got some recruitment admin done. So sent out 4 job offer letters, which is wild. The Teams chat is currently planning our end of tax season party for February, which is very exciting. I've also just realised that we've got 2 new starters on the same day in February, which is just very wholesome and lovely. Nibby's remaining Secret Santa present arrived, so I'm just about to wrap this up. The food shop just came, so that's James's stuff for Secret Santa later. The ham is cooled, so it's sticky with the... So good. It smells so good. I'm really having to like not eat it. I'm having to not eat it, and I'm also trying to work out how to get the dog to not eat it as well.
But yeah, did you hear your name? So I'm just gonna wrap up this present. I've got some more work to get my head down done. I need to take him out for a WALK because we always bring him to the office for our Christmas party. And he's got a Christmas jumper to wear. But I wanted to show you some things because the food shop just came. And for a very, very, very long time, being able to afford to shop at M&S was like my ultimate life goal. I made a LinkedIn post recently about this and it performed very well, of me talking about spending money that isn't like big stuff like going on holidays, that just really, really, really increases your quality of life. And what I am currently looking at is a representation of that. So I've done shop at M&S, I'm doing all these things. Actually, buying this stuff on the weekly food shop, that's just our normal weekly food shop, and I literally have, these are like the snicky snacks, and then these are like sit on the sofa and eat your snacks. But they feel naughty, but they're healthy. You feel wealthy because they're really expensive. Like, this is literally why I work hard. I work hard to live in a nice house, have the heating on, because lots of people can't afford to have the heating on. I feel so grateful to live in a nice house with the heating on, eating bougie food. So, just a little food shop happiness. So I'm gonna wrap this present, get everything ready. I've got more laundry to do, and then I'm gonna take Blue out for a walk. But while I was just putting the food shop away and listening to some bits, I have been listening to the Lifting the Lid podcast with my lovely friend Verity Park. So that's been very fun to catch up. I don't know if anyone else has friends who are also creators, but like when I consume their content, it feels like I am catching up with them. So that's lovely. Yeah, let's crack on. More laundry. I've done more laundry. I have wrapped my Secret Santa present. This is my Secret Santa. It also has an agenda of the different order to open the presents in. Got the ham on the side ready to go. James is on drinks and he's got a little selection, and we've also packed my beautiful friend Steph Ellswood owns Carouse, and Carouse is a non-alcoholic spirit brand, which is chef's kiss. If you don't like fake alcohol-y stuff, you'll love that, because we don't really like fake alcohol. And I said to the guys that I'd take loads of like ice and stuff over so that we can do a proper tasting, because we've got lemon and nice things. And I'm going to put ice in my Stanley so that we can have ice with our drinks. It's a whole Stanley full of ice. What are you doing?
I'm wrapping the present 3 times.
Why?
Because it's dancing.
Is this the second time or the third? Third. Look at the boys in their Christmas jumpers.
I said to Nick, I've got some green trousers on actually.
Green? Do you own green trousers?
One at a time, okay, who starts? I'm going to say, LED light up
Well, I was thinking more things, so it's
Basically says, Nibby, this is your 2025 workation survival kit. Course diving lesson. Here you go, James. Oh my god, this is actually your plan. Here you go, James. She's gonna be back with me.
Am I in charge now?
I love that.
That's pretty cool, actually.
So cute.
This movie where everyone like goes all together with the present.
That's cool.
They're in a water hazard.
There's a chocolate.
Does this come with it? Or is this on hire?
On hire from James Hendry.
Right, Southern team, what is your guess? On lyrics. They are right.
So just to confirm, there's no music and no dance.
Oh, there's no performance.
No costume. Okay. I was just checking. Let's just check it. Go that side. That side. Just right there. Okay, everyone's looking at.
I didn't vlog a lot tonight, but I feel like that's a sign of a great night. So I just saw something behind me on the sofa and realised it was a suitcase because we're still unpacking from Manchester. I was like, oh, what's that? That was so wholesome. When I tell you, our work events are the funniest events I ever go to. Like, if you didn't know and you were just observing the event, you would, with your hand on your heart, be like, they are so drunk. They are the drunkest people I've ever met. None of us drink. We did Carouse, little alcohol-free spirits tasting. We ate food. We started playing herd mentality. Then we turned it into a strivex game of herd mentality. Like, you are in charge of renaming strivex Limited. What are you naming it? With just like really rogue strivex ones. And then we ended up having probably about an hour and a half conversation about poo and farts and going to the toilet. And if you didn't know, which you probably won't know, because I don't think I've ever said it on my YouTube channel before, toilet humour is my Achilles heel. Like, toilet humour gets me more than anything else in my whole life. Like, when I was a kid and it was me and my brother and my sister, toilet humour was just, it was the one. It was just so funny. Yeah, so toilet humour it's my bag. I always feel very like happy and proud to have built a workplace that feels like that. And I know that it feels, hi, should we take your harness off? Oh, like, you just don't get environments like that when people, like, you only get environments like that when people feel really like safe and happy and cared for and like accepted, and to like laugh so much your belly hurts. Yeah, it was just amazing. And this is what I got for my Secret Santa. I got some biscuits, like a really nice box of biscuits, and then I got, yeah, oh yeah, you just love, Blue loves cardboard boxes. No, there's something in this. There's something in it. It's mine. No, thank you. It's a really nice, now moist reed diffuser, a Christmassy ball. So now we're gonna get in our pajamas and cozy up together.